Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Aquarius today. I have asked my guides and spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply meaningful and helpful for you as you navigate your journey this week. If you are new to the channel, I am so glad you're here. Welcome. And I strongly invite you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact with this high vibration, beneficial information from the other side every week. And if you're returning, I am so deeply grateful for your presence and I can't wait to get started with your reading. It's a bit of a different one and we're going to flow together with it because I have some of it, but I think they're going to just take us as we go. We've got the Princess of Swords for the energy given to you by the universe this week. Now, I'm drawn to a lot of this spring imagery on this card, the flowers and the wind that's going on. So this is potentials and possibilities. It's ideas and things that may or may not, oh, this is making sense now, may or may not come to fruition, but it's kind of wanting you to look a little bit more, look with longer sight, look with more foresight. Now, you're kind of, you're having a great time here at your own private little harvest festival. We've got the Nine of Cups going on. So this is receiving and really enjoying the abundant blessings, but it's kind of like things are so good right now that you're enjoying it so much, you really don't want to have to think about things down the road or things kind of out in the future. He's very focused on, his future is like, how am I going to get through these 9 glasses of mead or ale or whatever the heck they are? And how am I going to eat that whole fish on my own? But those are his concerns. So I'm saying this jokingly because there's it's almost like a little bit of a warning or that kind of premonition-y kind of feel that the universe is saying, okay, hey, get your head up, get your head out of the fish and ale for a second and kind of look out there. So the next cards are a little bit strange. So we've got the Queen of Wands, and I really feel like this Queen of Wands symbolizes dreaming right now, like someone having a dream. And she's definitely someone who taps into the unconscious. She's got her foot in the water and she's looking into the moon. Actually, she's not looking, she's got her eyes closed. So she's in a space that's not quite here. So I really think she's representing a dream. And this is the focus of her dream. And you're like, great, but what am I dreaming about? We've got the 8 of Swords and we've got the 7 of Wands. And these are pretty self-explanatory cards. The 7 of Wands is outnumbered. He's got the upper hand, right? He's higher, but he's having to defend himself against other people who want his position. Now on this side, we've got the 8 of Swords. And she's bound, she can't see, she can't, her hands are tied, but her feet aren't. And there's a clear path out of these swords. So we're talking about kind of obstacles or things that may be in your future that you need to be a little more aware of, you need to pay a little more attention to right now. As far as the swords go, this could be something that you get yourself into. Some kind of thoughts or negative thinking or just kind of panicking or worrying about a certain situation. You're the one that kind of ties yourself in knots. I have a friend who loves to say gets your underwear in a twist. So, and it's not necessary. You could walk out at any time. And she's also, I love the color she's wearing. She's got this blue fading into purple. So she has the potential to use her mental facilities for intuition and for clear thinking out of problems. But it's like it's almost reversed. The way the chakras go, this purple should be on the top. And instead she's got her red hair on the top. So it's a little topsy-turvy when you're not using your facilities correctly. And that's why, a little too much time spent enjoying what's in front of you and not paying attention to where your energy is. And also look back at this card. This is what the universe was warning you about. Look at the colors. All the crown stuff, all the intellectual, all the truth stuff. So there's something going on that's more immediate than just the earthly creature comforts or feeling good emotionally. Now let's talk about this one. This one says a couple things to me. That there's something you've achieved through your own hard work, through your own spiritual growth and journey and progress. I tried to say all three of those words at once. It didn't kind of work. But there's something that you've achieved that other people may be envious of or jealous of. But I think that the misunderstanding here is thinking that you have to defend yourself. First of all, this is a wand. A wand is something that's active, and these are spears. They're two different things, and it's almost like the people that are envious or the people that want to be where you are, they're not even like of the same species. And of course, that's literally not true. We are all of the same species, but you're just completely different fish. They're one kind of fish and you're another kind of fish. There's no need to defend yourself against them. And I'm wondering if that's part of this as well. So even though things seem kind of fun on the outside, there's maybe like a making your defenses, your hackles are going up, or you're thinking that you have to fortify yourself in order to conquer some of these things. So it's really a false idea. It's a false conclusion. And the answer is back here in our dreamer. So she was having a dream about this happening, but what she knows is that her intuition is always going to take care of her. Her intuition is always going to tell her which way to go. So there's no need to defend yourself. There's no need to get worrisome. There's just what this is asking you to do is be aware with all of your senses, not just your here and now senses. Okay, but what is your mind picking up? What are your other receptors picking up? We don't have any on these cards, but sometimes antlers on animals like deer or caribou, moose even, antlers represent the receptors for the divine. They're like antennas. And that's what this thing is asking you to do. It's saying, hey, your vision's been a little too earthly as of late. You need to start sensing a bit more. You need to start feeling outside of your earthly box a little bit more. Sense out into that bigger world. In this pool of water, she's connected to a lot more than what we can see. In fact, the water comes off the page, right? It's bigger than the card. So there's more out there going on, and she knows it because she's in touch with it. So this is just about getting your senses out, getting them aware. No need to get defensive or fearful. In fact, the more aware you are, the less fear you'll have because you know what's going on. Fear doesn't know what's going on. That's why it gives rise to panic, because it doesn't know what's going to happen and it freaks out. But awareness is calm and it's all encompassing, and there's no fear in it because everything's clear to you. Even though this is nighttime, she's got the full moon, it's almost as bright as a daytime card. Like it's almost as bright. In fact, to me, it actually looks brighter, but maybe that's just because I'm odd. So, so that's really the answer, is kind of leave that earthly space, leave that throne, leave not the ground, but leave the ground for a little bit and kind of get out there and sense what's going on, sense bigger than yourself. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else they want me to say. Nope. Okay, I think we're good. So I always love hearing from you. So if you feel like leaving a comment, that's greatly appreciated. And just to let you know, I do offer readings one-on-one over Zoom. You can find out more at trueguidancetarot.com. I think I'm going to offer something a little special for the solstice time. I haven't quite decided what it is yet, but stay tuned. I'll have some news for you on that next week. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great week.